Dost thou agree?
Do you agree?
All right, so let's hit me with the question again.
Do you think wives should always submit even when he's wrong?
And you got your answers from the fellas and all that?
Ryan said, if wrong means umbilical or sinful, then no, follow God. Otherwise, yes.
I like Ryan. Because, we need to be talking about the standard of wrong. What does it mean by wrong? Is him being wrong because, she said, oh, well, I think the money should go here, but he said, nah, it should go here because I feel like this is best. That's a different thing because, or is it him saying, hey, we need to add another woman into the bedroom, submit to me? That's a whole different beast. That is sinful. That is a whole broken thing. So that's something that's different. You know what I mean? So
if you turn it, we're not going to see the comments.
Let's see.
Try to leave it like that.
All right, okay. Oh, whoa. You trying to leave the relationship?
What? What? We're going live on 2 different platforms at the same time.
If it's
YouTube
just
is
because
tripping.
or whatever. Let me see. But go ahead. But I agree with a man there on that too, man. You know what I'm saying? If this man, again, is walking in his purpose, he knows that. And sometimes even the people that are closest to you don't understand what that purpose look like and what that provision looks like. So you married this man because you trust in his leadership. So in the relationship, trust in his leadership. You know what I mean? You have to be able to do that. My man, the Mexican, what's going on, brother?
Hey!
What's up, brother? You still up? Man, you up, man?
We're doing another bowl of questions.
The love bowl is here, baby.
Is it my turn?
It might be, I
think it's my turn.
All
right, let's see. What is an instant red flag on a first date?
Instant red flag.
Instant red flag on a first date.
That's a good question. An instant, so that could be like anything that you think.
Like, heck no, there's not going to be a second date. This is the first and only
date. Let us know. All right,
the guys that just popped in here, we're asking, what is an instant red flag on a first date that would make you not agree to a second date? I'm glad I'm not in the dating world.
Instant red flag. It's only 9 p.m. She keeps checking her phone. My man is Mexican.
Checking her phone.
She keeps checking her phone. That's an instant red flag.
That's very rude.
And was it, you said the first date?
First date, yeah.
Yeah.
On a first date.
And then she taking pictures of the food like this right here?
I think it's time to take pictures of the food, but be checking your notifications the whole time like she's addicted to her phone.
Don't take no pictures of no food. It's the first date.
Okay.
Why you gotta take pictures of the food on the first date?
Maybe with the person in it.
Maybe because you don't realize that there won't be a second date. Maybe you do realize that. That's crazy, man. Just be. I say on the first date you should be as attentive as possible to the person that you're on the date with. That's what I say.
I would say instant red flag would be if they just keep talking about their exes on the first date. Oh, yeah. David, he said it's you guys. He love you guys. Hi.
My man David. You know that guy there, man? That dude there? Slays giants. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so we said instant red flags on a first date are she keeps checking her phone. She dresses immodestly, very immodestly. For layman's terms.
That's a big one too. My man Mexican comes through. He comes through. And if she's dressing wild on the first date, here's what I would do. Okay? I would talk about it during the date.
Ooh.
This is a great way for you
set the tone
to figure out what you're actually dating. If a second date is to come, you say, hey, you know what? That dress is cut low, I think. Is that normally what you do? You think it's okay? And she says, yeah, and I listen to Cardi B, and I got that WAP. You might want to get up from the table, man, and go ahead and walk away.
Just go ahead and take a bathroom break.
Yeah, but again, if she says, well, I didn't think it was so revealing. Thanks for letting me know. Let's talk about how you feel about this particular thing. You might have a winner and a freak at the end. Not of that, but when you marry.
Speaking of another instant red flag on a first date, if she's willing to give it up on the first date, you don't want none of her.
Whoa.
If it was easy for you, it was easy for everyone.
That's true. I know a few. I know a few that spin the block up on the first date. I know a few of them. Oh, he says, bring your mother on the date.
Bring your mother.
You know what? I'm not mad at it, man. Bring your mother. I don't know if I would do it on
that's
the
a red flag. I think he's saying that's an instant red flag.
If they brought their mother, or if you brought.
I think if they brought their mother.
I don't know. Somebody mama showing up though. Somebody mama showing up, man. I don't know if I do that on the first date, but I don't see a problem with that. Date 5. I want you to meet my mom. My mom get a feel for you. That type of thing.
Yeah, we're on the first date.
Maybe.
First date.
I'm sorry.
First date. Someone said the first date is a job interview. Is it a sin to give an offering on the first date?
Golly, man. Whoa, you little naughty thing.
How to deal with your fiance going through postpartum? Is that for this or is that a separate question? She be tripping. That's what they said.
Makes it funny, man.
What?
What'd you say? I'm sorry. What was it?
I think someone's asking. I think this is a separate question. How to deal with your fiance going through postpartum? She be tripping. Son is 5 months.
Man.
Yeah, separate question.
That is a good question, and we doing Q&A, so we answering questions. I'll let Victoria start off with that.
Well, if the son is 5 months old, this person said they watch us a lot. 5 months old, everybody's postpartum looks different, and for each baby. So just because you see somebody else with, a 5 or 6 month old baby and they've got their life together, it seems like, everything's chill for them. Why isn't it the same for you? You can't really do those comparisons because y'all's babies may not be the same. And, your fiance may not be sleeping nearly as much as you think she is. She could have a lot of, depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. So you said you're asking how to deal with it. I would look into trying to listen and hear, truly hear what is it that she is needing.
That's a good thing.
He said she's mean as F and I can't do stuff to her.
The F stands for frogs.
Yes, she's mean as frogs and I can't do stuff to her.
Well, and you can't, and you ain't getting, that's, so that's a very unique block of time. And a lot of people don't even really know about that, man. So, but as a man, you definitely want to try your best to take hold of that whole situation because it's more than just frustration. It can easily turn into, do you even love me? Because we got this new baby. She's up all night. Mama's up all night. Mama's throughout the day doing the breastfeeding or breast pumping or grabbing milk, all of these type things. And you have to do, as a man, you have to do everything you can to try to lessen some of that burden, lessen that newness, because a new baby is a newness to the family. It's a whole
adjustment
new
period.
thing that you have to adjust to and make changes to and all that stuff. And just give up trying to be logical in that time, that 3 months, 5 months, 7 months. Logistics, throw it out the door. It just doesn't work because mama's body is going through all types of things. So her mind is all over the place. And
she's not sleeping.
Yeah, every time
she's
you
not
go to
taking
work,
care of
it's
herself.
crazy. Yeah,
she has no time to take care of herself, all that stuff. I would also say, maybe do some research, do some digging. Maybe she's already done some digging, but look into items and products that will significantly help your life. No, literally, we spent $120 on this thingy that goes around a whole bed. You can't see it on the monitor, but that way how old is she? She's 1.5. That way she won't roll off the bed and we don't have to be nap trapped under her. That was a big I mean, it wasn't an investment, but like that saves
A lot of times.
a lot.
David said, I've been through that. My ex-wife had my 2 kids. I hid under the sofa for 2 years.
Hid under the sofa.
Man said, I'm out of here.
She ate the mailman's liver with chianiti and fava beans. Her pulse never going above 40. What? I'm not sure. David, I'm not sure what you mean.
Sounds like a zombie movie.
Awesome. Yeah, we've gone through 3 young ones. All of them were challenging at the beginning, but me being a resourceful person, I like to figure out how can I get to the end of this tunnel to where we can, adjust better.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important too to make sure that you stay connected with your spouse, man, because there'll be times that you really have to carry more of your spouse through some of the tougher times. Maybe he's going through some work stuff that you can't really explain, don't want to explain, men kind of keep to themselves and stuff like that a lot of times. And she has to carry a lot of that load. And same thing with postpartum and carrying that load too, man. So you have to really stay connected to your spouse, love them enough to endure that time. It won't be that way all the time. So.
Yeah, it's a season.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we want to go
Silence of the Lambs.
onto the Lambs. I never saw that movie. Is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's my turn. It's a huge adjustment. Let's go to the bowl of love. A bowl of love right here. Brother Love is in here. And I have the best question of the night. And that question is, was your wedding night what you expected or was it awkward?
Look, y'all please don't get these lives kicked like flagged. Be mindful of your words.
Your wedding night, was it as you expected or was it awkward? Huh?
To the previous question, someone, the Mexican said, I got nephews. That made me realize I need to wait for kids. They test my patience.
Yes, they will.
Yes, they do.
Yes, I was the same way too, though. Mexican, I was the same way. I was like, I was never going to have kids. And
Wow.
then next thing you know, they start popping out. Kids.
We were exhausted. Nothing happened. What was the,
He said,
I forgot the question already.
I'm with David on that.
Was your wedding night what you expected or was it awkward?
David said,
we were exhausted.
Nothing happened. Yeah, that wedding, man, and then that wedding cake too. That ain't nothing but sugar. That's sugar all the way. By the time you get back to the house, man, you crash. It is
diabetes
over.
in a bowl.
It is
You got the itis.
over. Same thing happened to me too, man. I was like, hey, you better get ready for these 7 rounds. It's going down, baby. And I was like, ugh.
Is that what happened? I really don't even
remember.
You remember?
Yeah, it was like losing game 7 of the playoff game. It was over.
How would it be awkward? I guess maybe this is for people
It can't
that
be awkward because you're thinking that, you about to put somebody through the wall and you can barely lift up the sheet. Can't lift the sheets like, it's over, help me. I never have been in a relationship. I remember telling you that marriage ain't even a thought in my life. Not yet.
For now.
Not yet. See, the Mexican is only 17, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't know how it is. I'm just messing around. I don't know how it is.
All right. What about you guys on Instagram? Was your wedding night what you expected or was it awkward?
Awkward.
Let's see is it my turn?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull.
Let's do it. Pull that question out. Pull the question out of the bowl. Well, man, say he's 23
He said
years
he's
old.
23.
Oh, you got
I remember
time,
being
man.
23.
Yeah, that was like 23 years ago.
I was drunk a lot. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No.
No, you
By
said
23, I was married.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 21. Okay.
Okay.
How much did your wedding cost, and would you change that now if you could?
I'm going to answer this question. Yes. I'll answer this question for everybody on here. Yes.
You didn't answer. You would
Yes.
change. You would change how much our wedding was.
Yeah.
We didn't even go crazy.
What? It was crazy enough at that time. At that time, because we did it at a college.
Yes,
This beautiful room. Got this big old giant cake. Invited all these people. Had to get the paper and all this, send all these invitations out and all this type of stuff. Oh man, I won't do that. No.
Yeah.
David says his cost $900. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I think ours might have been
9,000.
No, ours wasn't even 2,000. Ours was not even 2,000.
23 years old. Gonna be 24 on the 8th. My man's birthday coming up.
On the 8th.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Oh, in 2 days. Okay, cool.
1984, Portugal.
Portugal.
Yes, Portugal. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, if we could go back and change how we did our wedding, I would love to just go get eloped and pay a photographer and have great pictures.
I'd probably go with that too. Like have like I don't know. I'd probably have my mom, like you know,
like
that
close
brother,
family, like
you know.
close
But maybe
family,
like 10 people from me, 10 people from you.
Yeah.
Real tight, real close.
Not
and
bothering
boom.
with all the bridesmaids' dresses and the bridesmaids' shoes and
More people put more money in investments in their wedding than they do in their actual marriage. That's crazy work.
Most people, like we grow up dreaming about wedding. What's the wedding gonna look like? What you know, like that is the focus.
David said,
then
"How
we
long
get
you been
married.
married or been together?" We've been together for almost
11 years this month coming up.
Well, that's married for
okay, yeah.
11 years.
12
But we've
and a
been
half.
together for almost 13 years, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, long time, man. Look at yeah, I captured that thing early on. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Oh, someone said my hair is gorgeous. Why, thank you.
She was talking about me.
Oh, my bad.
She was talking me. Yeah.
Someone else said mine was free in the pastor's study after church.
Oh.
How long have y'all been married now?
Who said that?
Come on, somebody.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Let me guess. I bet you Come on, somebody's been married for 8 years. I'm good like that.
I can't see a profile picture, really.
Dave's out of years ago, and said I was kind of mad. I had to pay $200 on rent
A suit
for one night. I understand. You two have a nice friendship. That's what I want.
I'm not friends with him. What would make you think that? Just kidding. Someone else commented on my hair. Thank you, guys.
These people y'all talk about hair, y'all talk about Victoria hair. Whose hair y'all talking
Look,
about?
I'm trying really hard not to wear braids this summer because I'm trying to encourage other people to wear their natural hair. But the braids are
We should
calling
start
me.
that.
What?
We should start a whole natural hair movement. I'm telling you.
I'm working on it. Come on, somebody said 16 years. That's how long they've been married.
16 years.
There you
Look
go.
at that. I was counting in doubles. See, I said 8, but you know, you got to add another 8. You know, that's what I was saying.
I would never be. Even if we like got not remarried, but like did like a vow renewal, whatever. Like, let's say we have like $1 million. I still would not be one of those that spend $60,000 on a wedding. I would never, in any life.
No, because I think the value of it is the togetherness of it. I don't mind pictures and stuff like that, but the whole venue thing and inviting
All the
tons of
flowers
people.
and all the just.
Yeah, I saw a video. What was it today? On X, I think they had some lady who's supposed to be the flower girl was coming down. She was twerking down the aisle to get to the the area with the bride and the groom. I was like,
How old was the flower girl?
old.
Was she a kid?
No, it was no kid. This girl like she's about 600. You know what I mean? I was like, whoa.
She was 600.
Yeah,
Wow.
she twerking, dust coming out of her. It was crazy, man. It's crazy
Someone else
stuff.
said, Titus 2 Lifestyle said, we did the courthouse. We've been married 20 years and 5 beautiful children later.
I love that. I love that. Tell that story, Titus 2. Tell that story. Yes, indeed. Keep it at home, baby. Tell it. Tell that story.
Come on, somebody said, double for your trouble. Come on,
Double
somebody.
for your trouble. There you go.
David said we should renew our vows on our 25th anniversary.
Oh, I don't know. I say let's wait till the 100th. Her hair looks cool. Looks like a Black Panther from the 70s.
I'm not gonna do it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of
I
the
just
Black
colored
Panther
it.
ladies did wear their hair like that. That's pretty cool. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I
Next
am not
question.
Black
Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's
It's
get
your turn,
Oh, is it?
I think.
It
Yes,
can
it's
be.
your turn.
Let's get this love in the bowl, baby. Next question for you. This question. Looks or money? which is more important in a man? If you're looking for a man, which is more important, looks or money? Looks or money, which is more important in a man? Let me know. Let me know.
You know what? I remember seeing, maybe it was like 2 years ago, someone was like, this is how you find a rich man. You need to go to the airport lounges and, get you like a Delta Sky card and just chill in the airport lounges, because the people that be in there in suits all the time, they're flying all the time, they're rich. And that's how you find a rich man. You just go flirt with them. And I was just like,
oh man. Look at David.
Right.
David came in and said, no, a kind heart. Okay? David said a kind heart. Straightening the hair damages it. Mexicans say,
Yes, it
okay,
does.
come out the hair.
It does.
Money comes and goes. Did you hear? Who is this? Who is this? Is this a lady? This guy?
Titus 2 Lies. No, it's a lady.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
She said looks.
Mm.
Looks. Money comes and goes. Looks is also vain. But yeah.
But in the context of picking between the two, I
Right.
think you're saying. So yeah. So what about you? What did you pick?
Between the two, if I'm only picking between the two.
Wait a minute. Picking? What do you mean? You picked already. we married. You're tripping. Just on this tripping. You already married. So which one was I for you? You married me because of my looks or my money?
Your looks and your character. See, I was there from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There from the bottom.
I got my eye on you, Victoria.
What?
I got my eye on
You
you.
won't even let me spend your money. And it's not your money, because it's our money.
Well, how do
So our looks or our money, which one?
Man, let me.
What? Let's see. You can't take money to the grave with you.
Can't
That's
take
true. You
Can't
can take
take
your
it.
looks there. Cramp in my abs.
He's handsome and has a kind heart. So yeah, thank you.
He is.
Thank
He
you.
is.
Listen, both of them are very surface level, for sure. But maybe you want somebody that's handsome or kind of cute or whatever the case may be. Here's what I tell you about money, though. If you marry somebody for money, your marriage will always be up for sale. If you marry somebody for money, your marriage will always be up for sale. To the highest bidder. To the highest bidder. That's a dangerous game to play. Now you can throw in some looks there too, but people are a little more lenient on looks because everybody gets ugly in the marriage. Everybody starts to look ugly after a while. It's like, you ugly, I'm ugly, we ugly together. But but money can be very, very tricky and deceiving when you're talking about marriage or relationships, man. Good stuff.
Titus 2 Lifestyle said, y'all are both a beautiful couple and you are both rich in spirit, so you both won the jackpot.
Look
Aw,
at that.
Thank you.
That's my best friend right there.
Sweet.
That's my best friend right there. Listen, let's take a pause real quick and just update you guys. Again, we just released Should I Get Divorced, the course. We just released the divorce course. You can go to our link in the bio. You can click on that. If you know somebody who is maybe going through some challenges in your relationship, this course would be great. In your marriage, I mean. So also, if you're doing well in your marriage, everything's going great, and you just want this information and you want to go through the tools and the exercises that we have in the course, you can do that as well. If you're thinking about signing divorce paperwork tomorrow, don't do anything without going through this course. And it's at the introductory price right now. I think we got the first couple hundred people are getting it at that price. After that, then it goes to the regular price. So please, absolutely, for sure, check out the course or share it with somebody that you think could appreciate it. Yeah.
The Mexican said, self-respect is priceless.
That's true. Especially if you're trying to show up to the first date with the unknown.
Okay, let me pick mine. What is the biggest marriage lie that the world sold us?
Wow, that's a big one. Get it? Big one? What is the biggest lie?
Marriage lie.
The biggest marriage lie the world told us. Let me see.
Instagram, y'all are battling our YouTube comments.
Let's see. We're gonna see who got the best comment to this one right here.
The biggest misconception is that marriage is easy.
The biggest misconception is that marriage is easy. That's coming from my man, the Mexican G. What y'all got over there? Let's see what you got over there.
What do you guys have to say over here on Instagram?
The biggest marriage lie the world told
bedroom
us.
is going to be every day.
That the bedroom is gonna be every day. What you mean it ain't every day? Every day for me. No,
That there is supposed to be passion at every moment.
Look at that, my man David. I like that one. That there's supposed to be passion at every moment, all the time, on the toilet, off the toilet. Oh, yeah, passion. I call them passion bombs.
What?
On the toilet.
Oh.
It's called passion bomb.
Okay, so let's address that marriage is easy. Me personally, I think our marriage is easy, but it wasn't always like that. We had to learn a lot of things and die to self a lot in order, you know, like there was a lot that we got to this point. So, I mean, like you got to work at it, but the more foundational work you do in the beginning, the easier your marriage will be the rest of it, I think.
Yeah. There's a book I read. It said, through wisdom, a house is built. Through understanding, it is established. And through knowledge, its chamber shall be filled with all pleasant and precious riches. Right? So when you're building your house, the foundation of your home, you know, you need some wisdom. You need understanding to get that approval of those blueprints, and you need knowledge to really get the special things that you want, the expensive things and all of that. But that is all coming from communication, or understanding of communication, talking it out, seeing what you like and don't like, having the ability to really touch down with each other. It's like Wi-Fi. Your relationship got to be like Wi-Fi, man. If it's a strong Wi-Fi connection, you can start to connect other things, connect your children, connect your business goals, connect all types of stuff, because you have that strong Wi-Fi in your marriage, and that's important for sure.
Okay, we also had that bedroom is going to be every day.
Is that two people said it?
No, I mean we didn't comment on that.
Oh, well, I'll let you talk about that.
I think that is going to be different for each couple, obviously. But the very important conversation that you need to have, like from day one of marriage, is, you know, if you have like a high drive person and a low drive person, y'all need to meet in the middle. Obviously,
Thanks, David.
obviously, you know, every day for multiple years, that might not be reasonable or, you know, realistic. That might not be realistic. Could be for some people, probably not. Go in the middle. Ask the high drive person, what is the minimum amount that you need? Like, what is the minimum frequency that you need? And that's where the low drive person, y'all can meet in the middle. So if you're a high drive person's like, hey, once every 3 days, okay, you can go with that.
Again, that's part of communication for sure. Obviously, every day you can't do that. You can't do certain things every day because you got cycles and stuff like that, and that's just the man. I'm just kidding. But you got cycles and stuff that you have to deal with. Obviously, maybe you want to use your hands to have some fun or whatever. You know, it just depends.
There's more than one way to make the apple fall from the tree.
Make those apples fall. Make those apples fall, baby.
Shine them up.
Out of control, man.
All right. Oh, that they're supposed to be passionate every moment. You already addressed that with the poop.
Yeah, but you didn't tell what you think the biggest marriage lie that the world told us is. Always trying to escape. You see millions of people watching. You always trying to escape.
I know. That happiness is the main thing.
Ooh. And happiness is just an emotion.
Who cares?
Wow. I want to be happy though. You know?
But happiness is fleeting. Like throughout the day, I could be happy, cheerful, doing something, and then look at the news. I'm sad. Does that?
I would say that the biggest lie is that marriage is just a sheet of paper. It is not. It is a true gift from God. It's ordained by God, designed by God.
That's beautiful.
And it's a wonderful thing to build family, to build each other. It's a beautiful thing. So, and it's ironic that we don't say when it comes to a dollar, it's just a sheet of paper.
No.
You know, when it comes to the diploma, or it comes to these degrees that we get, oh, it's just a sheet of paper. It's just when it comes to marriage, oh, it's just a sheet of paper.
Right.
So I think that's the biggest lie. I think.
Right. And then touching back on the happiness thing, we have a chunk of the course that does touch on happiness and unhappiness in marriage.
Yeah, we do.
Should you leave your marriage just because you're unhappy? Da, da, da.
Ooh, should you leave marriage?
That's a good part. That's the first part of the course.
Yeah. So if you listen, get the divorce course. Link is in the bio. Even if you're in a happy marriage or bad marriage or whatever, get the divorce course. You'll appreciate it. I think you'll appreciate the exercises more than everything. So.
Is it my turn?
I think it's your turn. Let's pull it. What's the next question?
Oops.
Oh, this girl.
I tried to do like you did, be all dramatic.
See,
all right. Why did your last relationship end, and what did you learn from it? All right, Instagram versus YouTube. What say y'all?
Why did your last relationship end?
And what did you learn from it?
And what did you learn from it? Ooh.
Like that accountability part down there?
Ooh.
I know you're like, accountability.
Accountability? Ew, who made that?
I'm allergic.
Wow. David said you guys have a flow together nicely.
Thank you.
That's right, David.
Yes, we do.
I tamed this woman like a horse when we first met.
That he literally did.
I had to tame it, yeah. I pulled that belt out.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, I'm pulling it out tonight.
Anywho, so Henry.
Yes.
Why did your last relationship end?
I don't even remember my last relationship. Oh, yeah. So I'm not answering. No, I'm not answering. I'm doing do I get
I forgot what that's called. Plead the fifth?
Plead the fifth, yeah. I get a plead the fifth.
He said, what's accountability?
Accountability? That's Superman's kryptonite. That's what that is.
That's funny.
So.
I'm trying to think why my last relationship ended. Oh, I remember. You came along.
Oh, God.
You know, my last relationship was with a girl because I was living in the bi lifestyle in college. I can open with that. But then I got saved and overnight transformation, just stopped doing a lot. I was convicted a lot of the stuff that I was doing. And I had to end that. And then I pursued you. Or you pursued me. You were chasing me. You stealing ladies out here? Who are you talking to? Which one?
You stealing ladies out here?
Maybe you.
Listen. Obviously, I couldn't look at that as a official relationship.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is what it is. So I saw a woman that was going to be my wife. Seems like I guessed good.
And I was like, dang, that's a real man.
That is definitely a real man. Real man right there. Good stuff. Anybody answer?
Nope. Nobody want to tell us why their last relationship ended.
They spouses or their girlfriends on the line too.
Sorry for my coming in and out. The feed keeps freezing. I don't know. I hope it's not us. Oh, somebody else said, my last relationship ended because he had some mental health issues and didn't want help. I felt unsafe at times.
Thanks,
Ooh.
That's a big one, right? Especially when you're talking about mental health, which we see a lot of in military couples when we're doing coaching and counseling and stuff like that too. I don't know if I even told you guys that we do that. That's in the link in the bio too. You can link. We'll do some coaching counseling for you guys. But that's a tough one because a lot of times you have to feel like you're walking around on eggshells. You got to, really monitor what you say, what you
Right.
do,
You
the
gotta go through
danger,
all these mental hurdles just to get through your day.
especially when you throw kids into it and all that stuff too. It can get real bad.
He said he was in the military and he had trauma.
Yeah, we do this, man. We do this stuff, and we definitely we stay in prayer for people like that, man. That's tough, because you got one person who doesn't want to just walk out because they love that person, but that person has mental health issues, tendencies of violence or what have you, and that can be tough. You know what I mean? And to deal with those type of things. And we got resources in the divorce course that we have that we keep talking about, linking in the bio. We have some resources linked in there for some of that stuff there too. So even if you've been through a divorce or whatnot, of course it's a good
Or
course.
if you're in a marriage and you're going through, like, you're not in a relationship going through abuse, but you're in a marriage going through abuse and you're wondering what to do or whatnot, we have a section on that in the Should I Get a Divorce course. He said, yep, I work on a military base. These wives can be scandalous. I've heard lots of stories.
I used to live downstairs from a lady, and her husband was in the military and whatnot. Anytime he was deployed, man, I heard her and her fun that was going on upstairs.
Wow.
Boonka, 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 boonka. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And then, of course, when he came back home, all that noise and stuff stopped. But when he was gone, she was getting on. Or maybe I'm assuming that the bumping and the moaning and the grinding and the thank you daddies were all part of a TV show that she was watching. Maybe that's what it was. But it made me feel some kind of way, man. I see her every now and then while I was walking in and out my apartment, man, and just, I didn't know what to, I was like, I wanted to just be like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Or say
How
something.
old were you?
I was early 20. I probably about the Mexican age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about his age. Yeah, when I was
Oh my goodness. David said, that was you up there? Someone said it was a skit.
Oh, that was a skit. Yeah,
Right,
they was doing that skit every night, man. Golly, man. I was like, man, don't come through the wall. Don't come through the wall. Oh, no.
You had the ceiling dust falling.
Like, gee, G.I. Jane is up there getting it in.
Can I borrow your lady? My question. Huh?
Can I borrow your lady? Or maybe he wants to ask you a question, I think.
Hey, if my now wife cheated on me before we were married and I was more than good to her, how do I get over it? Do you have any advice for me?
Good question. Did y'all hear that over there as well?
Looks like a woman's name.
All right. So, hey, if my now wife cheated on me before we were married and I was more than good to her, how do I get over it? Do you have any advice with? So, first thing is that you need to realize that because the offense happened to you, there's no rush and there's no blueprint for you getting over it. Like, you don't have to get over it because people are saying you have to get over it. You don't have to get over it because time has passed by. I want you to get over it. You should get over it, but you have to do that in your own way. You have to settle that. Maybe you have to ask a ton of questions about it. Maybe you have to get over it. Maybe you have to get some coaching. Maybe you have to realize certain things as far as why that happened and all of that. But nobody should pressure you into getting over that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm borrowing my wife's phone right now.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, it's a woman's name. Is she talking about her wife? Okay.
And if your wife is truly hurt by the whole thing and apologetic about the whole thing, I think that says something. I think that says something. But in order for you guys to build something, then you have to get past the muddy foundation. And how you want to do that can be a number of ways, but you get to dictate that. You know, you get to dictate.
David acting out. He said, Nanette, that was me. I apologize.
This guy.
We have I Am Steady asking, how do we get the course? So if you tap on our bio over here on Instagram, tap on the link in our bio. It's like the first thing in there.
Now, the Mexican said, "No, my brother, that's unforgivable. Leave her alone." So if you were in a regular relationship, maybe you can make that. But if there's any ounce of you that wants to make your marriage work, then fight for your marriage. That's what you want to do. Even in an instance like that, some of the stronger marriages that we see now are so strong because of stuff that they've been through, and they decided to come through together and make it work, and it's very, very powerful. So
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Y'all can't answer anything. Look at this guy.
That's the one that said, my question is, can I borrow your lady?
That's what I thought. Y'all can't answer anything. Justin, she's reading.
Nanette, you're getting well wishes from our Instagram. Someone said they wish you the best. That's a tough one.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay. Come on, somebody said, I don't know if I can say this on live. Cannot that word be saved?
What?
I'm trying to point to because I can't read it out loud.
Oh, wow.
Henry, hello.
What happened?
Here.
What? Shall not the whore be saved? What? What is the question?
I think he was referring to maybe that one.
Oh. Well,
That.
here's the thing. Cannot the nastiest of the nasty be saved?
There you go.
Right? Don't want to get taken off here or whatnot. So, and here's one thing I want you guys to understand. This may be difficult too, especially when you're talking about marriage or whatnot, is that nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect. And that offense is a serious offense, but, people are redeemable. People can change. People can be forgiven. People can become something new. And I think that's important to realize too. You know what I mean? If you're willing to fight for it and do that, for sure.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of these.
Let's see here.
Do you want to read that one?
If I can try to get it to show. It's coming in too fast.
So she cheated on me because I was intimate with her for the first time. She was the first woman I was intimate with, and she gave me an STD, and I was providing for her after she had her son.
So,
I was intimate with her for the first time.
yeah, so adding other complexities to the whole thing too. With something like that, especially when you talk about disease and then you talk about the sun and stuff like that, you might want to book a session with us or whatnot, so we can dive deeper into that, because that plays into the mind. It can play into the future as far as what you want to do and all that stuff too. When it comes to especially a marriage. So click the link, man. Hit us in the link and see if we can set up something so we can talk and dive into the deeper details, because there can be some underlining things going on there.
We got another question. Marriage is spiritual, right? And doesn't require paper to prove it?
Sure. It doesn't require paper to prove that you're married, for sure. But I'd say that if you're married, then be married. Because I see people that will comment or think that way, but then when things go awry, be like, "Oh, we're not really married." It's not on paper. You know what I mean? There should be a couple things. I think the fulfillment of a marriage. This is me. Okay. One, you have that celebration, right? You have Jesus with the turning water to wine, that festival that shows everybody, hey, we are now a married couple. Obviously, you have the intimacy part of it when you come together to consummate the marriage. And then I believe also that you do the paperwork so that it's legal too as well. But some people say, oh no, you don't have to do the legal, and that's fine. You don't want to get the government involved and stuff like that. But there are some benefits to having that paperwork, as far as name change, as far as what happens to your estate if something happens, and all of these other things. So yeah, that's what I say though. That's what I say.
We're back to the other one that said, I believe the same amount of grace we would want someone to give us, we have to also extend the same amount of grace.
Who said that?
Miss Letta.
Miss Letta's in the building. Miss Letta.
Come on, somebody.
Letta said. Let her say what she got to say. Yes, indeed.
Come on, somebody was responding to there shall not this most. Yeah. The answer is yes, Mary Magdalene.
Sure, yeah, because I think we sometimes forget how much forgiveness we've received, and in our hurt, in our pain. That's not to push over our hurt or pain in the marriage or relationship or anything like that. But in our hurt and our pain, we forget how much we've caused hurt and pain. How many times I've yelled at you? How many times I've ignored you? Or how many times I've cheated on people in the past and hurt people and damaged people, or cheated on God. Yeah, oh man, preach, Victoria. Preach. That's what I'm saying.
Someone said, did you already answer? How did you meet? Are you asking about us or something else?
Oh, let me tell you.
Y'all want to know how we met? All right, hang on. How can I book a session and how much does it cost? So if you tap on the link in our page over here on YouTube, I think it might be in the description too. You'll see where you can book a call.
Yeah.
But as far as how we met, he was my boss at
I'm still her boss.
we worked together.
Yes, yes indeed.
We worked together.
I'm still her boss.
Yeah.
Man,
I got
listen.
employee of the month every month.
You need a raise. Man, questions are coming too fast, man. Listen, so look, I was hired. I was managing a shoe store, and we had big glass on the outside of the store so I can look out. And I saw her getting out her car. Man, she had the hair always was dang.
It was fake.
Hair was flowing. She had on some little bit of shorts, man. She's a volleyball player, so the little muscles in her legs and everything. I'm like, man, I felt it. Like, I don't know who this woman is, but I know that this woman is supposed to be in my space right now. That's the feeling. This woman was supposed to be in my space right now. Whoever she is, I don't know who she is, but it's shaking up my space right now.
And I marched to the door to get a job because I had put in an application and I didn't get a call back. And I always get a call back. And so I marched in there and I was like, what did I say? Oh, the look on his face was so weird. I was like, are you okay? And he didn't answer me. He just was still frozen and looking weird. But, you know,
Sure did.
anyway, I
interviewed her that day.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
He hired me and we started
did.
working together.
Sure did.
And that was
And
it.
she was flirting with me too.
You were flirting with me.
Flirting me up.
You were
He
flirting
said y'all
with me.
met at Foot Locker. No, it was a Hibbett Sports.
Hibbett Sports.
He said Foot Locker.
Say we met at a Bible study. No, we didn't. I don't think I was going to Bible studies back then. No.
Out of control.
My age pool of dating to marry is cooked in America, I believe, at age 30.
It's rough out
It's
there
terrible.
for dating right now, man. But here's the encouraging part. You only need one. You only need the one. You know, you may come across, 10, 15 of the trash, but you only need the right one and you'll be set. You'll be out of that dating market. You won't have to worry about it. Just make sure it's the right one.
And the more you can become the spouse
Look out now.
that a good woman would need, the faster I would think, the faster you'd be able to find a good woman.
Somebody got a question for you too over here.
We got a question over here. How would you convince someone that corn is wrong in a marriage bed?
Oh, goodness. Okay. That one we're going to tackle in a minute.
Okay.
And then
hang
this
on.
one is from David. It says, for your wife, how long did he pursue you before you agreed to date him? 20 minutes? 20 minutes? In a 20 minutes in a Jolly
21.
Rancher. 20 minutes in a Jolly Rancher. That's what she was already. She was like, yes.
I was still in the relationship with a girl while he was like flirting with me. I mean, I was flirting with him too, but I wasn't gonna
You
try to.
definitely were.
I was
Yeah.
flirting. Yes, okay. Anyway, um, but I was still going through my like conviction of like, no, stop doing this, break up with this girl, da da da, this not you, blah blah. So I was going through my spiritual change. This maybe happened like over a month, and we started dating. Yeah, I met you December 21st. We started dating.
Yeah, I knew.
February 21st.
Once I knew, because I had been praying for a certain type of woman and all this. So once I knew, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was full steam ahead. You know what I mean? Full steam ahead.
Okay, so back to the how would you convince someone that corn is wrong in a marriage bed?
Oh,
We got a lot of questions on here.
Gee whiz. So in a marriage, one, like I said, communication is so important. Any list that you look at as far as why people lose the marriage and stuff like that, communication is going to be 1, 2, or 3, depending on the list that you look at. So you have to keep that door open. One, I would say not to come at it from a place of shame. Why are you doing this? You a stupid fool for doing this, blah, blah, blah. Why are you looking at these?
Don't come
whatnot.
at as an attack.
Right.
Come as a conversation, a discussion.
Like how can I help us through this situation? Because it's hard to make the argument that corn is a good thing, period, because it warps your reality, warps what you think, warps how you feel, and you're looking at lustfully, looking at other men, other women, other animals. It depends on which type you're looking at. You're looking at them in a very lustful way that can be very, very damaging. You want to express that. You want to express how it makes you feel, but on the onset, I would say do your best to try to get all the information, all the feeling, all the emotion as to why your spouse is attracted to it, and then have that conversation. You don't have to express yourself in full in the beginning conversation. You don't have to. Get what they want. Get what they want out. Let them tell you that, and then a lot of times what'll happen is one spouse, like the spouse, they'll agree. Okay, yeah, this could spice up things for us, and we agree and we do it, and it's like, oh, okay, that was okay, or that was fun, and then it's like, okay, one of them is like, no, this is not for me. After you tried this whole thing, and that's an even tougher conversation, but it's something that can be shifted and something that can be changed. So, and maybe you want to book a session with us too as well, because that can get pretty complicated. Also,
and kind of to your point that you were saying, like make the conversation not an attack, because don't just think about this conversation, but keep the door open for future conversations. If you don't like that he's doing this, you see this as a sin, and you start like attacking him, like you come at him in a way where he's not going to open up to you in the future. You don't want to do that. Keep the doors open.
Absolutely. Francisco said, my wife brings up the past all the time. What are you doing, Francisco, to make her bring up that past? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
That's a tough one. It shouldn't even be hard to find a woman with basic responsibilities. Yet it is. As a man, age 30, I know for a fact I can cook and clean for myself. Not saying I need a woman to do that, but sheesh.
So what do you want a woman for?
Slap her around.
While you think about that, hang on. I know someone who is married and is just there for the kids until they turn 18. He told his wife and she agreed to it. They tried counseling and he just doesn't want to work it out with her anymore.
He's cheating. Slimeball. I'm just telling you what it is. And that's what happens a lot of times with our white brothers. Our white brothers do that often. They don't really want to leave the family, so what they'll do, they'll come up with a deal or just not say anything, wait till the kids turn 18, 19, what have you, and then do that. I see that happen quite a bit. And that's unfortunate, man, because marriage should be beautiful. It's a wonderful thing when done
can
right.
be. Mm-hmm.
You know, but we let so much of that other stuff get involved.
There's a lot of unlearning that people need to do that they haven't done. We got another. The kid won't turn 8.
It's exposure, psychologically unhealthy behavior. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He's talking about corn. Yes,
Okay.
exposure. 'Cause you'd open yourself up to all types of demons with corn. Watching corn, man. Yeah, that's a dangerous, dangerous game, for sure.
Okay, back to the same person about the guy you're talking about who's 18. I mean, he's gonna wait till the kids turn 18.
Mm-hmm.
The kid won't turn 18 until 8 years from now, and then he'll file for a divorce. Is it okay for him to see other people at this point?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. His tail is in that marriage. His tail needs to respond and be so in that marriage. You don't get to do that. You don't get to dictate and change up what the definition of marriage is and start going out and wilding out and bringing all types of stuff back home to your wife. That's an ugly game. You know what I'm saying? If you love me, then love me. If you don't, then don't. And the kids will notice when you halfway in or whatnot, man. You can't get out like that.
Maybe you can send them the Should I Get a Divorce course link. That's in our bio. I think that will help them a lot.
Absolutely. And it's like, why is family following God feels like a heavyweight boxing POV fight, because I used to be in a, what's that, Manly P Hall?
An Albert Pike Freemasonry occult lectures and have a body count of 20. I don't believe I will ever find a wife.
Oh man, God, Bible says that if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. He's a new creation. He's something new. And listen, if God can change me, he can change anybody on the planet. That's the way that I feel.
Same here. Y'all should have seen me.
Yeah. Hey, this girl used a centipede down the street for no reason, man.
Do what? This man used to do the crybaby in church.
You still do. You still do. That's wild. Man, and speak it into into existence, man. Listen,
words have power.
And make sure that your prayers are laced with scripture, man. Let God know what you're seeking after, and God will guide your steps, man. He really is.
Yeah, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and if you are saying, I don't believe I'll ever find a wife, rebuke that. Change that.
Out of here, man.
Change that.
Get you a queen, man. Get you a queen. I believe it.
For the corn thing, she was talking about together. I guess they were watching it.
Yeah, I see. I'm good, man. Listen, I didn't wake up yesterday and start doing this. I do this.
Yes, you do.
I do this, and it's not because of me and my greatness or anything like that. It's because God has given us this ministry to see. We've seen a lot. We know a bit too, man. So I've seen this stuff. And reach out to me. You know, if you need, like I said, we got coaching and counseling we do. We dropped the divorce course that we did. I have a deck of 14 things that are keeping you single because of your social media.
Yep.
I got that on there, which is a huge one. Because if you can spend 10 minutes with somebody's social media page and you have this list, you can tell if they're a good fit for you or not.
This is what people do. They stalk. Like, if you're interested in somebody or someone's interested in you, they are going to go stalk your social media. Maybe not stalk. Whatever. They're going to look at your social media. Same thing with jobs, too. They're going to look at your social media and get a feel for who you are as a person. And this list has 14 things that they look at.
Also, keep in mind, high-value men get cheated on, too. So broke or rich, the woman makes the final decision, if you ask me. That's how our structure is set up, man. Our court system and all that stuff is set up that way, unfortunately. That's why you got to make sure you got to vet the woman that you want, man. And go to the link, get the 14 ways that your social media is keeping you single. I'm telling you, once you see those 14 things, it will alleviate and eliminate so many women. And you're like, you know what? No. You only because social media will tell you everything you need to know. I truly believe in marriage and look forward to it. She glam cam 84, yes indeed, and I believe it for you too. I believe it for you, absolutely. I love that mindset.
Yeah.
I love that mindset coming from, especially from our women, man. I love that mindset.
We got a question over here on Instagram. What is the balance between physical attraction and virtue or character when selecting a spouse as a man? Do I marry a lady who is virtuous, but I'm not physically attracted to?
Well, that's a good question.
Good question.
That's why I said even corn together is poison. Yes, indeed. I'll never trust
That's
anyone
double
ever
poison.
again. Yes, indeed. So when it comes to that, right? So especially from when you're talking about men usually most of the time can be built up to be handsome. They can be cooked to be handsome. You know, you get them a different cologne, get them a different shirt. You tell them to shave, get the hair out of his ear, different cut. You know, they can be worked on, but that goes both ways, men and women. If somebody's willing to work on themselves and how they look, you can change that. And then women get into makeup and all this stuff, they look like a whole different people, you know, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't let the physical be such a driving force. And physical is a part of it. Sure, you want to like what you look at every single day. Sure, but don't be so direct in it that it drives your decision. I've seen plenty of handsome men with beautiful beards that don't take care of their children. Plenty of 6 feet 9 inch tall men with a whole bunch of money that are straight up fools.
Shannon Sharp.
So Shannon Sharp, golly, she said Shannon Sharp. Shay Shay. So you want to make sure that the virtues that you're looking at have some value to it. Is this man a loyal man? Is this man a leader? Does this man have provision? Does this man have strength? All of those things. Can this man love me past my faults? Those things.
This is a man asking, I think. Right?
Oh, whoa.
Do I marry a lady who's virtuous? Yeah, this is a man.
Yeah. As far as a woman, man, get an ugly one. Look what I did. Okay. Now listen. With women, man, God is not handing out perfect women. There are no perfect women, not even in the physical, that are being handed out. If you want your wife to look a certain way, you can, for the most part, help her build into that. Get her in the gym, go walking with her, do some crunches or what have you, slim up the face or slim. You can work on much of that for sure. But like I said earlier, on this side, I think both of y'all gonna get ugly anyway. The longer you're married, both of you gonna get ugly anyway. So you better have something of value that is tied to this woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You already said, I don't know if you already found someone, but you said, do I marry a lady who is virtuous? And the Bible says, who can find a virtuous woman?
Man, look out, man. That BBL ain't gonna raise your kids.
It's rare.
That waist trainer is not gonna raise your kids. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Go back up some more.
How many comments coming? This is crazy.
Okay. Social media is the problem. Everybody is on it, even the natural women. Yeah. But maybe I'm wrong. I might have to leave America, but I don't want to do that. Just to find a woman.
Just to find a woman, man. So you finna leave America. Don't go over there with them lady boys over in Thailand over there.
Lady boys.
You what, Patty? Oh, no. Put that down, sir.
Physical is the hook. The soul reels you in to keep.
Indeed. Yes,
I'm
indeed.
aware that rejection can save you too.
Mm-hmm.
David said you'll probably develop some attraction to her in time as your relationship grows.
It does.
Honestly, I think like the more time you spend with somebody and you see their character, I really think you can fall in love with someone's character that makes them look different to you.
I agree. I fell in love with a big girl one time. I really did.
I loved plenty of ugly dudes, but I didn't see them as that because of their character.
What you trying to say?
You, babe.
Oh, okay. I ain't that ugly.
Funny.
You know what I'm saying? I let a girl never felt that a woman has been interested in me. I can talk with the women and be their friends, but they don't feel that way about me.
Should I buy the Nintendo Switch on day one or wait? What?
First off, let's handle the most important part of it.
Yes, day one.
Yeah, day one, but you need to get 3 of them, okay? You get 1 for yourself, 1 to sell, and you need to send us 1 for answering this question, okay? Come on now, that's fair. Come on now, that's fair. But as far as, don't look at it in terms of there's so many women who are not interested in me. You look at it as, I'm so thankful that I didn't waste my time with so many women who weren't interested in me. You only need the one. Just the one. Get the one. You don't need 100 women. You don't need 1,000 women who are attracted to you. You need just the one that is right for you. Look at it in terms of that right there, my man Jack.
And while you are waiting, spend your time developing yourself into the husband that you are called to be.
Absolutely.
So that when you do find her, you're ready.
And you might do that over Nintendo Online with the Switch.
You never know.
Make sure you send it. I'm waiting on mine. Thank you. We should be molding each other.
Yes, but majority of both sexes want to be strong, and that causes a clash.
No, yeah, there's been a whole lot of issue with roles and stuff like that. It's called bonding, but the more people you sleep with, it makes it harder to bond. That's absolutely true. Free think. I told you, my people over here are on fire over here. Okay?
What are y'all doing on Instagram?
My people over here do not play these games. My people over here are point. Man, what?
YouTube's popping. Hang on, we got a question over here. My question is, what is the best age to consider in order to be truly committed?
As far as getting married?
The other person?
As far as getting married or what? As I said, I plan to get baptized soon, or baptism soon. But it's terrifying because I already deal with spiritual warfare, harassment, or exposing the cult and sharing gossip videos on social media. Keeping my spirit in Jesus, he says, about himself. For sure. Jesus covers in the blood, brother. And that's a power that is unmatched. Certainly get baptized, man. Let us know what day you get baptized, man. Too. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And I would say if you're, digging in a lot of exposing stuff like that, make sure you're coupling it very well with your Bible.
Boy, if you're troubling with it, just pause from it, rest from it. Take a sabbatical from that whole thing, man, and just saturate yourself in the Word of God. Saturate yourself in the Word of God, man. That's what I would say. How long have you all been, I guess, married? Is what he's meant.
Probably.
Dr. J said that.
11 years. In a couple weeks, it'll be 11 years we've been married. The age question over here, they were talking about the age gap as far as marriage. So what is the best age gap to consider in order to be truly committed?
I've heard it said, I'm not against it or neither for it really. I heard it said that you take your age, divide it in half, and add 7, and that's the youngest that you should date.
So we take your age, divide in half, add 7. So that would be 30. That's the youngest.
That's the youngest
for you.
Should marry. For me, well, I gotta tell people my age.
I'm sorry.
Man, look, people thought I was 29 years old, man. Now you Gee,
I've never heard this formula.
That's what I heard.
Never heard that one.
Thanks, David. I see. I was 30 and 21. I'm mature enough. LOL.
I was 30 at 21.
I was 30 at 21? What does that mean?
Like he was thinking like a 30-year-old when he was 21.
Oh, where the good women at? They were mutually attracted to each other.
That were mutually attracted to each other.
I see. I can't read. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'll read for you.
The writing is so small.
It is very small. The problem is most 30-year-old women have a body count Count Dracula would be envious of.
That is, listen, but that's what I'm saying. Most women, yes, but you need the one who doesn't. That's all you need. So try not to focus on the mass and just focus on the exclusives. Focus on the ones who don't have that. That's what I'm saying.
Someone said, if you don't mind my asking, who's older, Henry or Victoria?
Well, I mean, look at this thing.
Let me go do my skincare.
Listen, also, too, man, Cash App. If you guys want to send us Cash App. What's our Cash App thing? I don't know if I can put it in there, in the thing up there. But if you want the guys send us Cash App, somebody asked about it.
Henry's older.
Yeah, by a day.
By a lot of days.
If you want to send a Cash App to us, what is our Cash App? Let me see.
I can't look at it.
You don't know what our Cash App is?
I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think it's just $sign.
No.
Okay, never mind.
You can just send it to me. Henry Doss 1. HenryDoss, the number 1. If you guys want to send some support and love our way, we can certainly do that. and a Nintendo. So we already have a Nintendo Switch coming. So,
Yeah, that's
you know that's what we're doing.
How come God gives some people a bunch of options and others nothing? Options as far as like, what do you mean? Oh no, you're not. Someone said I didn't mean to be offensive. I was just curious. No, I'm significantly younger than Henry. That's why.
Oh, really?
What? Yeah, 2 whole years.
Man, please. Please. I
Do we
picked up
wanna tell
Victoria in
them?
the old folks home. She was in the old folks home when I picked her
Wow.
up.
I was digging a grave to get him.
She had a cane and everything. Man, I was like, oh, might as well gonna get married to her. Golly.
Funny.
Sounds like alpha male talk. Why is everything geared towards correcting a woman's behavior? I don't know if he was or she.
This
Sasha.
sounds like alpha male talk.
Well, this is definitely alpha male talk.
We like accountability here.
But it's important to lead your wife in the proper ways. If you want to look at that as correcting or leading or however you want to look at it, but I think that's important to do so. She's his great helper, and he has a responsibility to take care of her in every single way and to lead her and all of those things. So
Yes, we hold men accountable over here too, though.
absolutely.
Let's see. Freethinker likes the fro, but they're not a fan of the hair dye. I apologize. I've disappointed you.
What about my fro?
Find a nice Christian woman. I think there's one living in northern Wyoming.
Clarissa. Her name is Clarissa.
Can I just become a eunuch already? Because I know no one wants me.
Who said
There's
that?
power in your words, Jack.
Hey,
Don't be saying that.
Hey man, don't put that
be
into
saying
your
that.
life, man. Let me get a question out of the bowl.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about a bowl. Y'all start asking so many questions, man. Next question. Love
Get that thing
bowl.
on.
Love bowl. I got this question for you. Do expensive weddings lead to shorter marriages? We answered that, didn't we?
No, we touched on
Get
it.
it out of here. Let me do another one. Let's try this one right here. Yup. Free thinkers like, yup. Can God restore every marriage?
Every is capitalized. Can God restore every marriage?
Well, every marriage doesn't even include God, so that's one thing.
That's a word.
Which is unfortunate.
See y'all next Sunday. That's a whole word.
And a lot of people, with their decisions in marriage, who say they do believe in marriage, just don't seek after God's approval or denial of a thing or anything like that. So it's not about if God can save the marriage, is if people want their marriage to be saved in the first place. I think it's a bigger question, but a good question though.
Our words carry weight. Say what you want to see. I'm going to pin this over here to this person that just said, I can't delude myself into believing something untrue as far as no one wants me. Our words carry weight.
Yes, they do.
Say what you want to see.
The most successful marriages are when men are agreeable and women lead. That's what I've seen. I'm just going to disagree. Right there, hey, and still we can still show love to each other. That's that, but I'm definitely gonna disagree with that because the most successful marriages don't look like that.
I trust my husband's leadership.
Oh, girl,
I am not in a slavery and I am not oppressed.
But that's
when he corrects me or he tells me don't do this or do this. He's being given direction, like godly direction, right? Be important to him. He's the leader. He's the head, right? He's giving me that. Hey, no, we're not gonna do this. Your butt's showing. We're gonna cover that up. There's a lot of, man. We could go on this for a long time.
That would take
a long time. But
yes, it would. But their roles are so important in marriage, and roles are there for understanding, so that we know what we have to do within the marriage. We know our roles in the marriage.
Right.
We understand that. And understanding, of course, is going to give us a lot of powerful things. So, yeah.
That's right. Imagine investing in a person for 40 years and then they cheat on you.
How about this? Imagine investing in a person for 40 years and they don't cheat on you.
Yes, another thing, women are more masculine and less submissive now, especially in North America. The influence of that is very strong here.
Feminism has destroyed a lot of things, a lot of narrative, and a lot of babies' lives. Feminism has certainly done that, changed up a lot. You know,
What you're listening to on music, what you're watching on TV, movies, everything, celebrities, concerts, everybody is telling women to do this and be like this and applaud this and empower this and da da da.
Beyonce's, Sierra's, Glorilla's, Madonna's, whatever she's become. David says, OMG, so few women are like you, Victoria. Most women, forget it.
Took me a while, okay? I wasn't always like this. Beautiful couple, more blessing. You inspire so much. Well,
Thank you. My aunt and uncle are Christians, and she leads him. They've been married for 60 years. He's been a lapdog, basically. It works. Let me throw this out there for you, too. Longevity doesn't automatically mean successful. I said longevity doesn't automatically mean successful. I know people who've been married 50, 60, 40 years, and it has not been a successful marriage. You know, they've broken children in the process. Their home is not as strong and as structured as the process. I've seen men, quote unquote, neutered in the process. He doesn't say anything, lets her do anything, and the entire marriage in the home has zero power. Nothing coming out of it. That's not a successful marriage. They still married though. You know what I mean? So that doesn't automatically mean that it's successful or not. I'm just saying longevity doesn't automatically equate to that.
I'm not sure where you are with the Bible, but you know, God made things. It was like, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Adam was alone. It's not good. That's the first time he said something was not good. I will make you a helper. So the wife's purpose was to help the husband in his purpose.
Amen.
Not for the husband to help the wife in her purpose. So the order is already there. The order is already there. And if you stay in that order, you'd be good. Boy, if you reverse the order and be like Eve was like, hey, Adam, you know, Satan told me to eat this apple. I'm going to give it to you. Submit to me and eat this apple. And it did. And look what happened. You got to stay in your order.
Or banana. Or orange. Or whatever the fruit was.
Let's see. Where can I find submissive women other than work? Do I go out? Online? Where?
If you go online, make sure, again, I have link in the bio. I have 14 ways social media is keeping you single. Understand that will alleviate so many people out of your life as far as dating, because you'll understand it. If this person is doing this on their page,
right? The values that you are looking for, you'll be able basically to use the list backwards. You'll be able to see.
Yes, indeed. But it's hard to find submissive women in this modern world, and feminism and Me Too's and money hungry and celebrity status is the best status and so forth and so on. It's very difficult to do that. But again, you don't need 100 women. You only need the one. And if you're looking at lives and you're looking at social media or whatever, if you're going out, it's not hard to tell when a woman is submissive or not. If she's twerking on a pole in the middle of the night, that's not the one for you. You know, go and take that off. Take that one off. So just understanding those things like that is very
before you
important.
go to the next one. Amen. Our mindset regarding marriage also determines when God answers our prayers regarding being married. For example, if women have a problem being submissive, then you're not ready yet.
Absolutely.
Okay. She said men have more B-word energy nowadays. So I think
again, you need the right one. You don't need you don't need men. You need a man. You don't need women. You need a woman. You don't need all of them. You just need the right one. Regardless of what the masses are doing, that you're not trying to marry the masses. You're trying to marry the right one, and that's important.
She said, "What it's all about helping men," referring back to Adam and Eve. It's all about helping men. What about helping women?
No, you both get helped in the relationship or in the marriage. Pardon me. You both get helped in the marriage by doing it the way that God had designed it to be. That's what's important.
Women need submissive men. That would be a backwards world.
I think Sasha or Shashar is trolling at this point. I don't believe she believes that. So get it out of here.
All right. Let's see. Cool. Oh,
Out of water. Look at
you're out
that.
of water. You want some of mine? I'm almost out of water.
I'm not drinking out of the pink cup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Gee.
Everybody joked on you last time.
Look at this guy drinking out of the pink cup, man.
Honestly, there are no right ones in the DC area. The culture here is so man-hating.
Well, get your tail up, David, and move. Move out of the DC area. That is probably a hotbed for all types of craziness.
Yeah.
Just, move
Move out to
from
the
DC.
boonies. Move out to the boonies.
Yeah.
or something.
Don't move to Atlanta though.
Find you a
Don't move to
country
California. don't do it. Move somewhere else. Get some fresh faces, some fresh air. Get involved in groups. You can't be the only person in your area who thinks like you. So you just need to find some common ground with some people who think in a way that you do.
Also, notice the successful marriages are not coaching like the single channels. What do you mean? Like the successful marriages are not coaching like the single channels?
They're not the same, I think. They're not doing the things the same way, I think. Gee, the battery's
think
going.
it's
We got to get out of here. We can't stay here forever.
Okay.
We got to get out of here. The
Okay.
phone battery's dying. Everything's dying.
My battery's good. Oh wait, that's my battery. This is your battery.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's mine.
Come to South Carolina. I am looking for a wife.
I know a lady in South Carolina. She's about 72 though. She might
What do
make
you
a
know
good
in
wife.
South Carolina?
I ain't saying her name on here.
Y'all fun.
Listen, man. Again, if you want to show some support and some love for what we do, you can. Cash App is Henry Henry Doss DOSS, the number 1. You can do that. If you guys, we have the divorce course that we just launched.
Should I get a divorce?
Yesterday was it? We did
Yeah,
the course?
yesterday.
Yesterday. So if you're having challenges in your marriage, thinking about divorce, or you just want to learn more about marriage and divorce before even going into it, it's a great course. It has tools, it has exercises, questions in there, all that type of stuff. It is powerful. So click the link in the bio. You can get that course today. And then we also talked about the 14 ways your social media
It's keeping you
is
single.
keeping you single, which outlines 14 different things to look for when you're looking at anybody's social media.
Including your own.
And if they are showing this or doing this or speaking this in their social media pages, then those are red flags.
And
you
if you have these in your social media,
you need to fix it up.
change some things.
For sure, man. For sure.
To make sure that you're moving to the right place for you, seek God first, and all these things shall be added unto you. Talk about the people that are trying to move somewhere else.
Amen.
The marriages that are successful, right? Why are they not online teaching us how to duplicate what they did to be successful? What you think we're doing?
Oh, goodness, man. Thank you, guys. We got to get out of here.
All
We've
right,
been here
okay, we gotta go.
super long, whatnot. We appreciate you guys. If you guys have any more questions or anything like that, you can submit them probably on our Instagram. Same name, Henry and Victoria Doss.
Yeah.
Or you can comment under one of the videos below, and we will do our best to put them in our bowl of love for next time, and we'll answer those questions, man.
Yes.
Great.
All you
great
people
stuff.
on YouTube can go find our Instagram, Henry and Victoria Doss. And all you Instagram people, go find our YouTube, Henry and Victoria Doss.
Well, look at that.
The divorce course, yes, it's a series of videos and other resources too.
Absolutely.
There's some PDFs in there, but mostly video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Yeah. Any more questions? Just drop them to us, and we will take it from there. We appreciate you guys. Have a good night. We love you guys too.